Now I will show you projecting of energy. It's fabulous, unbelievable. Through a tree. I will do it now with Tai Chi ball. Tai Chi ball.
Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and the man you just got done watching using his dragon breath to push a lady through a tree,
a bad case of dragon breath,
goes by the name of Walter Tosh, and along with his wife, Regine Tosh, they run the Walter Tosh Academy located in Belgium. According to their website, they offer classes on Tai Chi, Qigong, Shaolin Kung Fu, Wing Chun Kung Fu, team building, and for some reason, horse therapy. Regine Tosh claims that she can help people and horses with psychological problems such as anxiety, trauma, loss, and loneliness. She also claims that she can help people and horses with physical problems such as obesity, impotence, back pain, fatigue, lethargy, high blood pressure, joint pain, headaches, and more. How does she help with all of these issues, you might ask? Well, she apparently releases what she calls healing energy into the person or the horse. And when it comes to the horse, from what I can tell, she seems to release that healing energy right into the horse's ass. Now, does she help people the same way by throwing the healing energy into their asses? I don't know, but I'm going to assume yes. Back to Walter. One of the claims that he makes on his website is that he fought 1,000 men and then moved to the mountains of Belgium. You fought 1,000 people? No, you didn't. Now, you might have sparred 1,000 people, but you didn't fight 1,000 people in the streets. And let's say hypothetically you actually did physically fight 1,000 different people. You, sir, have anger issues, and chances are good you didn't just move to the mountains of Belgium. You fled to the mountains of Belgium to try to avoid being arrested for all of those assault and battery charges you probably would have racked up at that point because you would have been a psycho nut job. But you didn't fight 1,000 people. He also states on his website, and I quote, "As an instructor, you realize sometimes you also have to be part priest and part doctor." No, you don't. As a martial arts instructor, you don't ever need to be your student's doctor or priest. That's what actual doctors and priests are for. Doctors go to school for a very, very long time to become doctors. That's their actual job. That's what they really are being paid to do. Doctors never go, sometimes I just need to be a martial arts instructor for my patient's sake. Also, most doctors don't claim to cure horses' obesity and loneliness by shooting chi into their buttholes. Now, unfortunately, his wife, Regine Tosh, does not have a ton of videos online showing off her chi powers. But luckily for us, unlike his wife, he has thousands of videos online showing off his chi powers in many different ways. One of these videos showing off his chi power magic is him pointing his finger at his students and moving the entire line without ever touching them. Later in that same video, he actually moves an entire line of students in a similar way by shooting his chi through a curtain. But my favorite part of that video has to be when he has a student turn their back to him while he's sitting down. And then the student will start to move, which will signal him to make a sound or make a movement, which makes it seem like he's using his chi to move that student, which is ridiculous because it clearly happens like after the fact. Check it out. My favorite video of all the nonsense that he posts, though, isn't really a chi video. It's a video of him showing how to defend yourself against two attackers while you're sitting at a bar. We're going to do a play-by-play on that one. So he's sitting at the bar, and a guy comes up next to him. And while the guy comes up next to him, he's just chilling. And then a second guy comes up to the front, and then they both attack him at the same time. But if you look, the other guy beside him, not in front of him, has to slow down his punch in order to not actually hit him. When the next attack comes, the guy in front of him literally has to stop his punch mid-throw and wait in what would be measured by sundial amount of time in order for the instructor to see what's going on and then react to stopping the punch that would have clearly already hit him in the face like 50 times already. But the best part of his defense has to be the very last technique, doing whatever the hell that is. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a slap, but is the most gingerly, awkwardly uncoordinated slap I think I've ever seen. Now, during this altercation self-defense video, it's clear that neither one of these guys are attacking using multiple strikes at any given time. I'm going to assume in this scenario they have both had strokes and are confused where they are. Meanwhile, while this entire scenario is going on, the guy in the corner is staring at this with a creepy look on his face, the kind of look that you only see on people who actually are on sex offender registries, and he's leaning on a piece of equipment that he clearly has never even thought about using for a pull-up. Honestly, the whole thing is just chef's kiss bullshito. I absolutely love that video. It cracks me up every time I see it. He did another video in that same scenario. This time you don't need a play-by-play. You can just watch how ridiculous it is, but it equally cracks me up. Now, of course, he had to have his students do this exact same scenario because you never know when your 8-year-old brown belt student is going to go down to the local pub and get shit-faced and then have to defend themselves against a surly bar patron. It could happen. On his YouTube channel, he's uploaded over 2.3 thousand videos. That is a lot of hours of bullshito. Rather than going through the hours and hours and hours of footage that's on his YouTube channel, I figured let's do one better. You know, let's step up our game here. I'm just going to go ahead and contact him through his contact form and see if I can get him to meet up, and then potentially we could film a little bit of that meetup and we could all be amused by how that will go. Dear Walter, you are the scum between my toes. Wait a minute. Maybe a different approach. I noticed that you provide workshops and classes that use chi. This is extremely fascinating to me, and I would love to know how I could hire you to teach a seminar. Would be willing to fly you out and host you at a martial arts facility in the United States. Let me know what would be required and the costs. I look forward to hearing back from you, Rob. While we wait for his response, it's time to give this guy some Dillmans. We have to, in this particular video, do this as a package deal between himself and his wife, but ultimately it's mostly about him. But he, just like his wife, claims that he could use his chi powers to defend himself. There's plenty of videos on his site where he's moving people and pushing and pulling people and claiming to use chi for self-defense. Those are his words, not mine. Claiming that they can cure obesity, loneliness, claiming that they can stop psychological issues with chi, and the most ridiculous, claiming that they could cure horses of all of these same things. You get 5 out of 5 Dillmans. It's always fun to find something new in the grand scheme of martial arts horseshit, and I gotta tell you, people who claim that they could cure horses of all kinds of psychological and physical issues by throwing waves of energy into their bottom, that's a new one for me. Haven't seen that one yet, so I was quite pleased to find something new in the world of fake martial arts. The question of the day is brought to you by RevGear. RevGear has hooked me up. They gave me this awesome jacket. It's like a gi material with a hoodie. I dig that. It's actually quite cold where I am right now, so this is very warm, and I like that. They hooked me up with some gloves, with some shin pads, rash guards. I have RevGear gi that I wear quite often, and I really do swear by their products. I don't make any commission off of saying this. I just really like the company. I really like Paul, who's the guy who owns the company. I highly suggest you go to RevGear right now because they do have a great sale going on for the holidays. Go check it out. I swear by their gear. And now let's get to the question of the day. Do you think that they will accept my invitation to work with them, whether I fly them out or whether I have to go to them? Do you actually think that they'll be willing to film this and test out their chi on camera? Now, I have my guesses, but ultimately I'm rooting for me. I really hope that they accept. I really hope that we can get them out. I really hope that we can film with them. And just as a heads up, we are filming our documentary finally. So I moved out to LA a month ago. We got full funding only like 2 weeks ago. So now we are 100% funded to film. First pre-production meeting is on Friday. And then from there, we will be filming either in January or the beginning of February. So we'll be off to the races to finish our documentary finally. It's been 5 years of battling this. I mean, we did this through COVID, through fundraising, through companies trying to scam us. It was a lot of hard work and dedication to finally get to this point. So we're excited to finally be able to get that done. Maybe you'll even see Mr. Tosh on that documentary. Be sure to answer the question of the day in the comment sections below so that way I know that you watched the entire video, but also I'm highly curious what you guys have to say. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and memberships. Keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates. So she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this dude said he could move shit with his mind. He call himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip mall near Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to